I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for making it to the end of your 60-day challenge. Over the course of just 2 months, you've walked 600,000 steps. It's an amazing accomplishment, and you should all be very proud of yourselves. But the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just the beginning. By now, I'm sure you're all aware of the many benefits of walking 10,000 steps. But today, I'd like to share those benefits with the youth of our generation. I don't see too many kids here, so I'm putting my trust in you parents to make sure that the message gets across. So let me start by talking a little bit about Ekuruvi. Ekuruvi is an organization that motivates us to become the happiest and healthiest versions of ourselves. And how do we do that? By walking 10,000 steps. But Ekuruvi is a lot more than just a walking club. Let me ask you all a question. Raise your hand if you have ever felt the need or desire to donate or give back to our Tamil community back in Sri Lanka. Don't be shy, I won't ask you to pull out your wallets. Okay, now raise your hand if before Ekuruvi you knew how to do that. Okay, a lot less hands. And see, this is where Ekuruvi comes in. Many of us have the desire to give back and help to our community back at home, but we just don't have the opportunity or chance to do so. Ekuruvi gives us that chance. Every year, Ekuruvi takes on a project to help out our less fortunate Tamil brothers and sisters in Sri Lanka. As we all know, Sri Lanka is currently in a state of economic crisis. In an effort to change this, last year, Ekuruvi took on a project which focused on self-resiliency and the importance of sustainable agriculture at a household level. Ekuruvi was able to provide training and educate Tamil communities about how beneficial it is for each and every individual to grow food in their own homes. This year, we're taking a step up and we're focusing on value addition. The name is pretty self-explanatory. We are trying to add value to the goods and products that we're already producing. Take bananas, for example. In Sri Lanka, a farmer, he'll go to the market and he'll sell his bananas. And the first couple of days, he'll have great sales. But a few days will pass and the fruits will start to rot and the value will drop. Unfortunately, the farmer has no choice but to sell at a lower price, and eventually a lot of those bananas go to waste. But think of all the different products that you can make with those bananas. You have banana bread, muffins, chips, ice cream, yogurt, and so on. Unfortunately, our people back home sometimes just don't have the necessary facilities, training, or even the education to do this. And that is why Ekuruvi is aiming to provide these services and educate Tamil communities in Sri Lanka about value addition. The second part of this year's mission is to help those who are already producing these value-added products with their marketing and exporting. If you look at goods here in Canada, you notice that everything is very eye-catchingly packaged, it's very visually appealing, and it makes you think, okay, I want to eat this. But unfortunately, that isn't really the case with products in Sri Lanka. That's why Ekuruvi has also made it their mission to help out and educate Tamil communities about the importance of effective marketing. The best part about all of this is that you're already helping out by simply walking and raising awareness. It starts with just one person who shares with their family and friends, and they share with more people, and the chain continues. What started off as a small group has now become a worldwide organization that unites Tamils across the globe. After fleeing from Sri Lanka and immigrating to Canada and other Western countries, many of our parents have lost touch with their roots. This is especially the case with our generation who were born and brought up in Canada. Regardless of the life that we live right now, we should always remember and never forget about the humble beginnings that we came from. Again, bringing me back to my points, the majority of youth in Canada and other Western countries want to stay connected and want to give back to our community, but we just don't have the means to do so. Ekuruvi provides even us youth with that opportunity. And on that note, I'd like to just remind everybody and encourage everyone to make sure to share Ekuruvi and your experiences with as many people as you can, just so that we can help grow this organization to the next level. So by now, I know all the kids are thinking, okay, so what's in it for me? Like, this is all great. Why would I waste my time in the morning walking when I can just be hanging out at the mall with my friends or, playing video games at home? And honestly, I felt the same until I tried it for myself. What I didn't realize was that walking with my family was an amazing bonding opportunity. I can speak from personal experience, and I'm sure that my family will back me up on this, but ever since we started walking together as a family, it's something that we look forward to doing each and every day. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen my family this dedicated and passionate towards something before. Rain or shine, we're always outside collecting our 10,000 steps, and the only thing I regret is not starting earlier. Not only that, but walking outside in the fresh air is such a great mental break. With school, extracurriculars, and all the extra pressure that our Tamil parents put on us, I know your life can be stressful at times. So the next time when you need that break, instead of maybe picking up your phone and opening up TikTok, why don't you try taking a step outside? And I promise you, you won't regret it. Now, I know the number 10,000 might sound daunting at first, but trust me, when you're with the right people, you're going to want to do 20. And you don't even have to start with 10,000 right away. Oftentimes, the hardest part to beginning something new is just the start. All it takes is that little spark, and the rest will come naturally. So I encourage you all to take that first step and join Ekuruvi. Now, before I pass off the mic, I'd like to welcome our guests of honor, starting off with the chairman of 102.7 East FM, Mr. Nirujan Kumar. I'd also like to welcome the Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, Gary Anantharaj, the Deputy Mayor of Toronto and City Councillor of Scarborough Rouge Park, Jennifer McKelvey, City Councillor for Scarborough North York, Jamal Myers, Ward 7 Councillor for Markham, Juanita Nathan, and Dr. Bahiruddin, who has been practicing in Peterborough as a gastroenterologist for 15 years. I'd also like to welcome Dr. Father Chandrakandan. And last but not least, I'd also like to thank our main organizer for today's event and the founder of Ekuruvi, Navajeevan Uncle. He has worked day in and day out in order to make sure that this event runs as smooth as possible. And it's not just today. He is constantly working behind the scenes to run Ekuruvi and motivate us all. And in fact, like Navajeevan Uncle said, the first time I met him was at a camping trip. And even there, when he was supposed to be on vacation, he was up at 5 in the morning, taking phone calls and coordinating, while everybody else was just getting their beauty sleep. In the short amount of time that I spent with him, I could see just how dedicated and passionate he is towards his cause. From his exuberant energy to his kind heart, he is truly an inspiring person, and we should all look up to him. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you all for coming out today. None of this would be possible without you. And once again, congrats everyone, and let's have a great walk. Thank you.